here are the instructions for the TH initial game board. So this is the game board that's in your package. You will have to provide either bingo chips or something that you can use as tokens, as well as a dice to then, help you move around the board. So it's pretty straightforward. You have each child, if you're playing with more than one child, before they obviously decide who's going to go first, and then they roll the dice, and then they start obviously here, and then they just move around the game board depending upon how many spaces that they roll. And you can play it a variety of different ways. Some people will just have the child say their target word, the one that they land on, and others will actually have them say all of the words along the path to get to their target spot. So again, there's multiple ways you can do it. And this obviously is going to be adjusted to what speech sound level the child is working at. So if they're at word level, then you're just having them say the word that's on the picture. They might need to copy you at first, but obviously you're working towards them saying the words on their own. If you're at perhaps a 2-word level, you would have them say my thumb, my 3, my thread, example. And they're copying you at first, but then obviously you're wanting them to say the phrases on their own eventually as well, and that's why we use that repetitive phrase, so that it's easier for them to remember what they're supposed to say. They only really have to think about their target word and not the phrases. So then you would bump it up to a 3 or 4 word phrase. I have a thumb, I have a thigh, I have a thorn, for example. And then once they've mastered that TH sound at the beginning of words, have them start making up their own sentences about the pictures. Again, you might have to give them some ideas at first, and often we'll do this by saying, I landed on thongs. I wonder what I could say about thongs. And sometimes the kids will come up with their own ideas, but sometimes they need you to guide them a little bit. So we would say something like, I'm going to say, I wear thongs on my feet. Or, I forgot my thongs at the beach. Or another one is, thongs are another word for flip-flops, right? Because that's something that we always talk about, how we don't really call them thongs anymore. We call them flip-flops. So there's a great sentence in itself. So the child's copying your sentence at first, but then will hopefully be able to make up their own sentences after. So this is the game board. So again, pretty self-explanatory.